Yeah, so one of the new Commander expansions for Star Wars Legion was sort of previewed in a little bit more detail by Fantasy Flight Games, and that is director Orson Krennic, who you might know from Rogue One. And obviously he's going to be a new sort of interesting commander to add into your force. He's very much like a guy that his sort of philosophy is win at all costs. So a lot of his order cards are very much to do with sort of throwing your guys in defensively to stop you getting hurt, or charging into battle when you're sort of on the brink just to do a little bit more damage to the opponent, that kind of thing, or secure objectives and that kind of thing as well. Obviously, his trademark Death Troopers are sort of worked into his stats as well, so they come as an entourage for Krennic, which is pretty cool. So if you're one of these people that's playing as a Galactic Empire at the moment, there's another commander option for you to get stuck into, which is awesome. So.
I like it. Krennic was probably one of my favourite characters added to Star Wars.
He's great fun. He's a ambitious little git across the board, and his stats reflect that in the game as well.
But you'd be angry too if you built the Death Star
and then had it taken off you.
Credit for
it. Then Van Helsing swans in his carpet slippers because the boots hurt his feet, takes it off you.
Especially when it's been stolen by like someone who's not even there.
Yeah.
Mr. Digital stole your credits. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Is there Death Troopers and stuff in the game yet?
Yes,
That must have passed me by because
they both were due to come out. They were both previewed in December.
Yeah,
and I think the Death Troopers came out. I think there might have been a production delay with Krennic. Death Troopers came out a little while ago.
Oh man, I gotta go.
So
check
they're already
there.
They're elites. If you take Krennic can take one of them, one squad as troops. Mm-hmm. So you can squeeze some elite troopers in as dungers, which is just great.
That's cool, because then you can reenact that bit where when they're walking in triangular formation and they're all panned out behind him in the long grass.
Mm-hmm. Walking up to, some poor Mad Mikkelsen in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Or so, isn't it?
They just need some UV lights on their boots for information. Oh no, wrong franchise. I'm mixing franchises.
Well, if you see Mad Mikkelsen in Polar, you don't want to make him angry. So
you do not want to mess with the Black Kaiser.
Yeah, cool. So he's out now.
Yeah.
So if you've got the stuff, now you can grab the next bloke to order them about and get them to do really cool stuff.
I am liking seeing more commanders. It's giving you a lot more flexibility with the forces that you're going to be able to field for Star Wars Legion. Because that's what we found the last time we were playing was, you were really, really sort of shoehorned into a certain style of build just to make it work out to the correct
Well,
points.
we only had one commander at that stage.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
You were limited massively.
Yeah, the interesting thing as well that I think is good is that clearly Fantasy Flight Games, regardless of delays and stuff, are really focusing on this idea that they had when the game first came out, that they're pretty much going to try and bring everything they can from the movies and that period of Star Wars history to the tabletop. So we're seeing that look back at Rogue One and that kind of thing as well. So it's really cool. I'm glad to see them expanding and continuing to give some options to players and stuff. So
it's sweet because just before we came in for filming, we were laying out some stuff on a table to take some photos from backstage tomorrow. Because Jerry's brought up some hobby that he's been working on, these really cool buildings that look like the stuff from
Skellig Michael.
Yes, which was
Act 2 in Star Wars, where Luke went to hide.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I asked, have we any men to put in around this, Celts or something?
Celts.
And Jerry goes, we do, but we've got Star Wars.
We've got Star Wars.
So he bails all this Star Wars down on the table. We'll show you some photos and stuff in backstage tomorrow. Yeah. And I just look at it and go, that's the cool thing about Star Wars, is you can take so much different terrain, and then as soon as you put Star Wars miniatures on it, it doesn't seem to matter what it is. It's sort of half, most of the time it immediately feels, this is Star Warsy.
Yeah, it can be sci-fi without gluing extra bits and gubbins onto the side to make it look tacky.
Yeah, it's the great thing about a sci-fi or a fantasy reign or IP where they, especially when they've got entire worlds, like there's the forest world, there's the desert world, there's this world, there's the lava world.
Here's a world like Coruscant where everything is exciting and new and futuristic, and that's where you can go full cyberpunk and full sci-fi. But at the same time, you can go, here's something like Tatooine, where I've got some World War II buildings from Bolt Action, and they can quite happily just sit there then. So that works.
Yeah.
Likewise, some Dark Age Irish buildings also works.
Why not?
It looks really sweet. You got to see it tomorrow. Looking forward to showing it. It does look sweet, and it's on my mat.
That's what sets it off, to be fair.
You mean the mat that you got
great.
from the idea that you stole from me? Isn't it funny when people steal credit?
It's not your idea. How is it your idea? It was your mat. I looked at it and went, that looks cool.
In the show, whenever you give away my yellow blanket, I was saying, you can use this as a gaming mat. You went and used it as a gaming mat.
Oh yeah, because we had a conversation about it before we came in to film the show. Yes, that's right. Wait, Justin, don't worry. I'm crediting you tomorrow with stuff. Don't worry,
What?
mate.
Is it the stains on your blanket?
Nope. Don't worry, mate. I am crediting you.
Oh dear, this makes me nervous.